Hello. So, a few days ago, I had a dream that one of my sisters wanted to leave or take a break from the medical field and work like a more basic, regular part-time job, right? So, in this dream, we were in this small town near us, and she had an interview for like this bed and breakfast place, and her job was basically going to be the housekeeper, right? So in this dream, she was interviewing for it, but really it was just the owner asking her some questions, and then they actually had her go do some of the task. So kind of like shadowing a little bit. And, you know, they were showing her where like the cleaning supplies were and where like the pots and pans were. And then at one point, the owner had her go around with this pot of like potato looking soup or something and pouring it on all of the rugs throughout this house, like purposely dirtying it up, and then having her like scrape it clean with like one of those gardening shovels. Like just had her scraping the soup off of all these small rugs throughout the place, and then like having her vacuum it, like not really cleaning it. And you know, me being the supportive sister I am, I was like, this is degrading and stupid and a waste of time. Why are you having her do this? And like they kept ignoring me, but you know, my sister like, you know, just kept doing it. And then for some reason I joined her, like I was trying to help even though this is her interview. Then at one point my commentary was getting on the owner's nerves, you know, and she said, okay, you know what, maybe this isn't the job for you, like talking to my sister, obviously being annoyed that I kept commenting, and then kicked us both out. And then my sister got like really irritated and annoyed with me, saying like, you just ruined that job opportunity for me. And I'm like, girl, she was having you dirty up the rugs and then scraping it with a shovel clean. Like that was stupid. Like don't waste you can find a much better job. And it was probably for like $11 an hour, like probably. And like she was irritated at me. And then at one point I said, well, it just wasn't meant to be, okay, you can find something better. And I just remember her giving me this look, and then the dream ended. That was clearly, like, that was such a clear message saying, you are not here to save everybody. It is not your job to save everybody. On one end, well, actually not on just one end, I am so grateful that I am just at this spot mentally, but spiritually really, where I just feel like I have all this knowledge and all these epiphanies. Some I've learned on my own, and some I've learned from other people that I look up to as spiritual mentors. And it's just like, girl, like, it's like in this dream, I was trying to prevent her from suffering, but she got angry at me from trying to protect her, right? Now, obviously, in real life, my sister would not be doing that. You would not catch her doing that. But it was just such an obvious subconscious message, because I find myself giving people advice, and it's great advice, and it's like, it's not like I'm really throwing in my opinion, really. I guess it's kind of that, but it's mostly me trying to give them like spiritual lectures on like, listen, you're freer than you think you are, or you're overthinking this. There's no such thing as a right or wrong decision, there just is. Trust that the universe always has your best interest. Like, I've been doing that nonstop, like with my sisters in real life and with friends in real life. It's been happening a lot for the past week, and it feels great. Like, it really does. But I also like have to remember that at the end of the day, people are gonna do what feels best for them. And we also need to remember that everyone is connected to the universe, just like I am and just like you are. And everyone is receiving signs all the time. But unfortunately, sometimes people have to go through cycles multiple times throughout their life until they learn. And on one end, like you telling your friend or your relative or your colleague pieces of advice, I mean, that's the universe is also using you to deliver a message to at one point, right? But there's only so many times you can do it, right? So like, you know, there's people, I mean, everyone that's involved in my life is very special to me, and I love them. And at one point they've all told me that I inspire them. And this one specific creator that I really love, she reminded me that you are already inspiring others, and you don't always have to talk, just do. Like you can be an inspiration. You are an inspiration just by living your life. It may not seem like it, not everyone will say it, but people are observing you all the time. I mean, not like 24/7, but I mean, most of the time you are being observed, and you are quietly inspiring people. And you might not always hear it, but I just know that I am. Oh, the sun's coming out. Gotcha. Look how much green is around us. I love the green, I love it. This park is so pretty, I barely come here. It can be quite challenging to not speak so much. And this is coming from someone who's extremely introverted and used to be shy in grade school all the time. But specifically when it comes to like my people that are really close to me, my squad and my close family relatives, there's been moments where like I'm trying to like prevent them from going through more suffering. But you have to remember that everyone is on their own specific path that's already carved out for them. Everyone you know is already receiving messages. And they're already getting signs, but it's up to them whether they want to listen to it or not. You know? Like, honestly, being completely authentic, there was people who were trying to give me advice and trying to save me from suffering. You know, and at the end of the day, I still chose what felt good to me. Until this day, I still don't label any of my choices as bad decisions, because everything led me to like the right people that I needed to meet, the right opportunities that were meant for me. Even just like certain like, people, opportunities, or even just like messages that I needed to hear along the way, right? And through all these choices I made, I went through like both contrast, but also great experiences. And if I had listened to people 24/7, I wouldn't have met the people that I know now. I wouldn't have been in like the specific short films that I was able to do. Like during one time period, I was choosing to like not work a job. And you know, I don't have kids. I don't have a house or an apartment at this moment to take care of. I live with family. Like my main bill really is my car, but I love my car, so I don't really look at it as a bill. This was spontaneous, so I don't have a tripod, so you're on the bench while I'm kneeling on the ground. This is me giving you a talk, okay? You have to remember that for the people in your life as well. There's certain things that they are meant to go through, whether it seems horrible or not, because there's certain people that they're meant to meet during this experience. Even if it's an experience that they've gone through once or twice before and it didn't work out, but this time it seems like it's gonna be different. You know, I mean, we've all done that. And with each choice that they make, they also are meant to run into specific types of messages. They are also meant to run into other certain people that are meant to change their lives as well along the way. And it should be a major relief off of your shoulders to know that you are not meant to be Superman. You're not meant to be the hero. You're not meant to save everybody. Your job is just to exist. Or really, not even your job. I don't want to say job. Our purpose. Everyone's so obsessed with purpose. If you're someone who's watching this video and you're struggling to find your purpose, go watch the movie Soul. The Disney movie Soul. Our purpose is to live. That's a whole other conversation. I hope my point got across, and if you are someone who seems to be stressed out because of what other people are choosing to do, this is your sign to let it go, okay? It's not your job to make decisions for people, even if you're a parent. Even if you are a parent, your child is also connected to source, to the universe, whatever you want to call it, just as much as you are. You don't have to control everything that everybody does. okay? Everything is always okay, and there's always divinity going on behind chaos. Go outside and chill out. Thank you for listening, and I hope this helped even just 2 people to help get some imaginary weight that you put on your shoulders off of your shoulders. Ow, my knees.